Goalkeeping is one of the most important parts of creating a successful team. The increased speed of the game and the improved skills of the players create new challenges for goalkeeping. The purpose of this video is to give ideas on how to develop goalkeeping and to give tools for improved goalkeeper coaching.
My name is Jarno Ihme. I play for Peliveljet and men's national team. 12 years. I was in the goal from the very start and liked it immediately, so decided to stay between the bars.
The basic goalkeeping position is the foundation of successful goalkeeping. The proper basic goalkeeping position enables fast hand and leg movements while making saves. The height of the hands is a bit below the shoulder line and in front of the body. Elbows can be used to stop the shots targeted towards the armpits. The upper body is leaning forward slightly and the legs are free to move towards both sides. The simultaneous movement of the hands and legs is an important basic saving skill. The symmetric control of the body is required for good goalkeeping. In order to automatize the basic saving movements, you need to do repetitions of certain simple moves that are common in normal game play. Besides these basic movements, it is also important to improve the speed of the hands, arms, and legs. In order to develop catching skills, a lot of catching repetition is needed. This increases quick response of the nervous system and improves overall catching skills. One drill for training this is to try catching the ball with only your left hand or your right hand, and with both hands simultaneously. Follow the goalkeeper's moving technique on the video. Take notice of how the goalkeeper is using his legs and his hip flexibility. Notice that his hands are ready to make saves all the time. A goalkeeper must be able to move backwards quickly. The movement should happen by using his legs, so that his hands are free to make saves at all times. Different techniques are used in different game situations. On the video, you can see the goalkeeper using the small step technique in a game situation. With this technique, the sideways movement is slow but rational in this particular game situation. Moving side to side with the sliding step technique is fast. On the video, you can see an exercise which is good for practicing the sliding step technique. Notice the good positioning of the goalkeeper. Very quick sideways movements are needed in fast game situations. Practice all different saving techniques in game situations as much as you can. Always try to stay up in the knee position. Diving to the side should be avoided until the last moment.
When saving basic shots, I try to first move towards the player, keeping the ball in my sight all the time, and then make the save in the basic saving posture.
The goalkeeper should try to block the passing lanes and be ready to stop the passes that come near or in front of the goal. Stopping a pass is done with either the hands or the legs. Notice the rhythm of the exercise. The exercise is done according to the conditions of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper should concentrate on each performance. Take notice of the goalkeeper's positioning in the different dimensions, both horizontally and vertically. Here you can see an exercise for developing goalkeeper's movement in a side triangle passing drill. The goalkeeper should notice the positioning of the two players and be ready to move towards the shot by following the pass. If the goalkeeper overcommits towards the shooter, the player can make an additional pass and the goalkeeper must then react quickly to the new situation.
If the shot comes after a pass from the end of the rink, I try to move enough towards the shot and try to cover as much of the shooting sector as possible. I try to maintain the basic saving position and keep my eyes on the ball at all times.
Shots made after diagonal passes from different distances require a fast evaluation of the situation. Goalkeepers must choose the correct saving technique for each situation. Take notice of how the goalkeeper is playing up in the knee position. In this exercise, the sideways movement of the goalkeeper must be extremely fast. Develop your moving technique in the knee position faster by doing repeated practices. Here you can see an exercise for the goalkeeper's movement in a back triangle passing drill. This is a basic exercise for practicing playing short-handed. The goalkeeper's aim is to stay on top of the situation by moving quickly with forward, backward, and sideways moving techniques.
In a diagonal pass situation, I try to maintain my eyes on the ball and move towards the shooter with a sliding kick.
Goalkeepers' sideways and forward-backward movements are in relation to the speed of the player. The closer to the goal the player is, the faster the goalkeeper must move.
When the player breaks in, shooting a long wrist shot, I try to move sideways with the small step technique.
This is a good exercise for goalkeepers learning to read the game. The goalkeeper must quickly evaluate the speed and direction of the pass. Goalkeepers should play the situation actively. When the ball is behind the goal, goalkeepers should follow how the situation develops. At the same time, the goalkeeper should be aware of the players in front of the goal in case the ball is passed to them. Intercepting the pass can be done with both hands or legs, depending on the situation. Notice that the goalkeeper needs to be constantly prepared to move from post to post sideways. If the ball is passed from behind the goal to the player in front of the goal, the goalkeeper must move quickly towards the shot in the passing direction. When a player is breaking in with the ball from the corner straight towards the goalkeeper should use his legs to stop the player or the ball. Goalkeepers must play the situation actively. Take notice of the leg-saving movements. Goalkeepers should always be able to react to the next situation. Practice different patterns of moving towards the player when the player is challenging you alone. Read the game. Check if there's a defender giving pressure to the forward. Create your own action patterns for different situations. If you have good reaction saves, count on them and play closer to the goal. On the other hand, if you are agile and good at moving, count on the fact that you can stop the ball after a fake.
If the player challenges me alone, I try to move enough towards the player and then wait for his move. Will he shoot or fake?
Only the most skilled players have the ability to shoot Zorro shots. When saving a Zorro shot, the goalkeeper must rely on his reaction speed and in some cases on his knowledge of the opponent's capability.
I try to find out the players who can shoot Zorro shots.
When the ball comes high in the air towards the goal, goalkeepers should move actively between the players to catch it. Goalkeepers must act fearlessly to get the ball. If you want the ball, go and get it.
When the ball comes towards the goal high in the air, I try to get up from the basic saving posture as fast as possible and grab the ball for myself.
The goalkeeper should be active and retrieve all possible loose balls near the goalie crease. When you catch the ball, your team gets the ball possession instead of the opposing team.
I try to catch all loose balls. I try to be fast and catch the balls even near players' legs.
If you drop the ball or it bounces off you, retrieve it quickly.
With rebound shots, goalkeepers must be fast. You must react straight away to the ball you have dropped.
Observe the situation. Try to see the ball. Cover as much space as possible if you can't see the ball. Be active. Guide the defenders by talking to them. React quickly. The goalkeeper should guide his defenders to make the right moves when they are blocking the ball and marking the players.
If I'm screened, I try to follow the ball all the time and move a bit outside the goal to cover more space. If the free hit is given near the goal, the players make the wall in the middle sector and I take care of the shots that come from the sides after a pass.
Nowadays, the free hits from the corners are dangerous special situations. and goalkeepers should practice these situations together with his own players.
I try to actively guide the players by talking and telling them where the opponent players move.
All free hits from the defensive zone or from the midfield are considered dangerous. The shooting skills of players and the speed of their shots make scoring possible from even behind the midfield line. Goalkeepers should guide their defense to make the right moves when they are blocking the ball and marking the opposing players.
If the free hit is given quite far from the goal, the players mark their own players and I try to read where the opponents move.
Playing short-handed is challenging for the goalkeeper because it is easier for the power play team to find space and to pass one-timers. The goalkeeper and players should agree upon the positioning in which the players will try to block the shots. The aim is to make moving easier for the goalkeeper and to give a clear action pattern for the goalkeeper when the team is playing short-handed. Goalkeepers should practice fast sideways movements and reading the opponent's power play. Playing short-handed 3-on-5 is not as common as playing 4-on-5. When playing 5-on-6, the goalkeeper should play his normal game and try to catch all shots and loose balls. Catching the loose balls becomes more important in these situations because returning the ball to his own team might force the other team to put their goalkeeper back into the goal and the situation evolves back to a normal 5-on-5 situation. In a 1-on-1 situation, the attacking player moves in a vertical direction towards the goal. The attacking player tries to fake the defender and get a chance to challenge the goalkeeper alone. The attacking player uses the defender's feet to screen the ball from the goalkeeper.
I try to read the attacking player. Will he try to shoot or will he fake? The important thing is to stay in movement and cover the shooting sector.
It is good for the goalkeeper and the defenders to agree on the roles they will play when the situation approaches the goal. The defender's duty is to force the player with the ball towards the corner so that the shooting angle becomes more favorable for the goalkeeper. In the video, the attacking player in the 1-on-1 situation moves with the ball in a horizontal direction. The goalkeeper and the defender should agree which side the defender should cover. In 2-on-1 situations, the defender should know his role. Often the defender marks the player in the middle area so that he can either block the shot or force the player to pass the ball to a teammate in a less favorable scoring area. This way it is easier for the goalkeeper to save the shot. For goalkeepers, it is important to practice cooperating with their defenders in different 2-on-1 situations.
There are different action patterns. It depends on how it is decided with the defender. It can be that I always play the player with the ball and the defender takes care of the player without the ball. Or then I can shout to the defender to take the player with the ball and I take care of the player without the ball and the possible pass.
In 3-on-2 situations, it is important that the goalkeeper learns to read the game. 3-on-2 situations with different solutions are good game reading exercises for goalkeepers. 3-on-2s are excellent practice for goalkeepers' sideways and forward-backward movements.
I try to read the opponent's movements and to guide the defenders. One defender takes the player with the ball. The other defender the players without the ball, and therefore the third player without the ball is left for me.
Create your own tactics for penalty shots depending on your strengths. Reaction saves, playing on the floor, covering space or other similar abilities.
In the penalty shots I try to come enough forward towards the player and then wait for the player to make the decision and then react to that.